dots going on the air. Looks like he's going everywhere with his pet Jenny and his blue dot family. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. On his first Naruto run, looked like this blue dot was having fun. He is not a mouse. Moved from the shop to the house with Marsha and his clan. This blue dot is the man. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. Looked like he was having fun. Looked like this blue dot is gonna run. He likes us every day in his own special way. Are you shitting me? And he loves his blue dot family. We love John, he is the man. And we love this special clan. We are a blue dot family. And we like to
Woo! Thank you, T.W. Travis. That's our opening song. I want to also thank Challenger Network for the artwork you see there at the beginning, and John Lawrence, the other songwriter in our. Anyway, it's Thursday, baby. It's time for a family meeting. I'm glad y'all got here. Twizzle Snizzle was the first one to jump in, buddy. We appreciate it. George Murray's in. Oddly Wired. Monica Burns, baby. Thank you for being here. Joy Peters. Randy Peterson. Woo! Pig. Peter S., Gary Spring, and Debbie Clark from Humboldt, Texas, and we was waiting on her because we weren't going to start the show until she got here. So, anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed your week so far. Today's a pretty damn historic day. Watched a lot of pomp and circumstances. The official trial for the orange menace that is in our house. The trial was handed over to the Senate. Chief Justice John Roberts was sworn in. All the senators were sworn in, and they came down there and wrote their names in the book of the oath. Now the question stands, will they honor their oath? Because there's a whole lot of information coming out, new stuff. Lev Parnas putting out pictures left and right. We got the GAO, the General Accounting Office, which is a bipartisan group, part of the government. It came out and said, yep, Donnie broke the law, baby. Broke the law. What are these Republican senators going to stand up there and do? You know, I saw like McSally, Senator McSally, when Manu Rajah tried to ask her a question. Oh, you liberal hack. That's all they got, baby. They got nothing but slurs. They're mad. They're pissed off because their guy got caught dead to rights. Anyway, I'm going to do something I occasionally do. I don't often do this, but when I write something, I put it on my Facebook page and everybody there gets to see it. But a lot of our family on YouTube, Periscope and whatnot, they don't get to see it. So I want to read it because sometimes, like I tell you, I write a whole lot better than I sound. I take my time and collect my thoughts, whereas when I'm talking, my emotions tend to run, and that's what gets me. So anyway, I wrote this last night, and I want every member of this family to know this. I am not alone when I say I love my country. The numbers of those who stood up to move our country forward, willing to stand against injustices, to push for an inclusive society where all are equal in our laws and in our hearts, has transcended through generations of Americans. I know in my heart, as do many of you, that I will be counted among that number. It is a source of personal pride for me, and it should be for every member of this family we have formed, regardless of the outcome of the upcoming trial in the Senate, whether we see a rally around our Constitution to save our republic from a divisive man that seeks dictatorship, or a party willing to allow him to continue to put our country in jeopardy. We will know where we stand. You will be able to stand tall, but we can't stand still. We must continue to march our banner forward. We have generations to go before the fight will be over. But the inspiration we need can be found by looking back at the generations that came before us. We cannot and will not stand by watching while this country we love is under attack from the very administration voted into our House. Our voices, voices that refuse to yield, are the power they fear. Our love for this country outweighs their lust for power. Our demands for justice is what prevents their crimes. I say again, I love my country, and I do not stand alone. Our country is facing a big trial right now. This is only the third time that this has happened in the history of our country, and we are witness to it. But the stakes this time are higher than any other impeachment ever attempted in our history. The cause for concern here is not that a president had sex in the White House. Nixon had the sense to resign, so he was not impeached. But he surely would have, and surely would have been removed if it had moved into the Senate. And Johnson, I don't know too much about that one. I tend to stay away from there because I haven't read up that much on the first one. But he was not convicted, as I understand it. Anyway, this menace that faces our country now, if we do not hold our government accountable, if we do not stand up for the rights of the Constitution and demand justice for what we have seen and what we continue to see come out in the news every day, then we will lose our republic. And we cannot let that happen. And I want you to know, every one of you, everyone listening, and everyone in this family, and everybody in the United States and abroad that stand with this Blue Dot family, whether they even know who we are or not, it's not important. There are millions and millions and millions of Blue Dots, baby. We outnumber them wholeheartedly. But that doesn't mean we win. We've seen it before too many times. We have to have a massive turnout in this election. We don't know how this trial is going to go. If there was any justice at all, we would have him removed, and Republican senators would stand up and cast their vote for the Constitution instead of trying to hide a criminal. More will come out before we go. In all that news, those senators will see. I like the idea that they won't have no telephones, no electronic devices in there so they can listen up to what Donnie's tweeting all day at them while this trial goes on. But it looks like it's going to be Tuesday before we get anything started. And so we've got a long weekend. Martin Luther King birthday on Monday. So enjoy your long weekend. Tomorrow's Beer and Bud Friday, so we got to get ready for that shit. So anyway, how you doing, Velda?
Pretty good. Hey,
Yeah.
Lone Wolf and them are saying that you need to turn your mic up a little bit.
Oh, can't hear me? Uh-oh.
Having a difficulty hearing you. I hear you just fine, but that's
Uh-oh.
me.
Weird. I'll try to turn it up as much as I can.
But mute my mic.
Yeah, I hear you pretty good too.
Don't forget to check and see if you've not turned him down, John, down on your own little control button there.
Yeah. I'm here. I think I'm here anyway. SC, I heard you jump in there. How are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Good.
Good. Just got a full belly and into my pajamas.
Oh, man.
So I'm good to go.
Good to go for the night.
Yep.
I just got done eating myself fajitas and some refried beans. And, whew.
Well, I had red beans and rice. So
Oh, well.
we kind of had it.
Oh.
That's my food, baby. That's my stuff.
Yeah.
Red beans, rice, and sausage. That's
Well,
what I
you
was
know,
raised on that shit.
I don't get a chance to do it the right way during the weekday. So when I do it the right way, it's usually on the weekend when I got time to let them go all day and stuff
yeah.
like that. So,
Yeah, them beans
so
got to
tonight-
cook all day.
Yeah, tonight was the quick recipe, but so you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta eat.
That's right. Got to eat.
Yeah.
Bernadette, how are you, darling?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty good after watching, the charades going on today.
Yep. What are
Yeah, it's just one thing that struck me was Moscow Mitch and how his demeanor totally changed when he came in front of that judge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is going to be serious.
Yeah.
I hope they take it serious.
yeah.
Because I believe
Maybe
the public
it's a good
is.
thing it won't be broadcast out to the public, and then President Twitter fingers won't be able to see it either.
Yeah.
And so we won't have to listen to his mouth all day long.
Oh,
He can
Lord.
wait just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
There's one thing that we all need to remember
What's that?
during this whole process. First of all, I have no confidence that the Senate is going to convict this man. Okay.
Oh no.
That being said, he will always be impeached.
Always. That
Period.
Nobody can remove it. No future presidents, no judges, not even the Supreme Court.
And
can
that's something
overturn
we
an
need to remember, Blue Dots. He
Yeah.
will always
Always.
be impeached.
Yeah. Well, I was saying just before I got pulled in the room, they were already like spreading shit on Twitter. Like I just seen a tweet which I got in front of me right now, but it was retweeted by a guy named Bradley Moss, and it says disrespectful senator, you are unworthy of the office you hold. And it's a tweet that Rand Paul sent out. It says an anonymous whistleblower informs us that this was found in a hotel room that Representative Adam Schiff recently checked out of, and it's a letterhead from the Ritz-Carlton that says things to do. Number 1, wiretap Devin Nunes's phone. So they're already putting shit out there.
I don't
over
think
the Twitter.
Adam
also
Schiff would be stupid enough to write down on a piece of paper.
Exactly.
That sounds just like his letterhead that
Yeah.
that
Lev
was
Parnas.
that Parnas wrote.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Identical wording.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Is that the best they can do?
so-
Is that
Yeah,
it?
it is pressure
I'm
because
telling you.
none of it is worth it.
Nope.
Yeah.
And-
It
I
ain't.
just looked at that.
Put
and
me
laughed.
super chat.
Oh, did it? I'll have to wait for it. TW, how are you doing? I see you in here. TW. That's our own singing cowboy there. What? I heard. Diana Mallory.
Yeah.
You just donated $10 through Super Chat and said, don't forget this Women's March this weekend, January 18th. If you can get to D.C., find a sister, march in your area. I saw Kay Allen in the chant. I know she's here. That's somebody I know who's going to be out there for the Women's March. Kay lives right there in D.C. Diana Mallory, thank you so much. And thank you for, he didn't give me the arrow. He left. I'm all alone again. Anyway, TW's gone now. Anyway, Diana, we appreciate that tremendously, dear. Every donation helps a lot in keeping this thing going, so we appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, yeah, there's more and more stuff coming out. More coming out from Lev Parnas. We got the GAO today. And have y'all heard about this gentleman up in Connecticut called Mr. Hyde?
Yeah, Mr. Hyde.
Hell,
Well, apparently the FBI went to his
It-
home
it-
office today.
Is that the same Mr. Hyde that hangs out at the Trump Hotel?
Yeah.
Slopped all the time?
I believe that's the
Starts
same
drinking
one.
at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I've heard
This
of
is
him.
so bad. The Republican Party is already telling this guy, we don't want you to run. He's running for a congressional seat in Connecticut. And he is tied up. Lev Parnas has let the bag out of the gate and let some messages, text messages back and forth that came out. And it appears like Mr. Hyde was well involved in surveilling the ambassador Yovanovitch and possibly worse. And so, yeah, the FBI wanted to talk to him, went to his house, went to his office there at his landscaping business. And again, you can bet your ass, oh, I don't know this guy, never seen him before, and all that other shit will say him come out. You know, it's
He just cut the grass. He just cut the grass.
just cut the grass.
Yeah.
That's all he was doing.
Yeah.
That's a full extent of what I was doing. And
Well,
go
seems
ahead.
to me the Trump Hotel is a crime scene.
It is. Well, it has been ever since the day he came down the damn stairs. You know, with the, you know, if we look back, which we did look back, I had mentioned the PBS special, and it's called America's Great Divide, not The Great Divide, but America's Great Divide. Marsha and I, Tyler, sat out there the other night
Yeah.
and watched the second half of that. And I'll tell you,
I've been watching that too,
have you
John.
seen it? It's very interesting,
Yes.
isn't it?
It's very interesting.
Most of what you probably already know. But then there's little tidbits of shit that is thrown in that documentary that you go, huh? That happened too?
Right?
You know, and so if you get a chance, I do recommend. I think it's on Netflix. I think, yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I remember
It's
you
on
talking about
YouTube.
there night.
On YouTube also.
It's on YouTube. Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
It's a PBS special. America's Great Divide goes from Obama's election
Yes,
to what we currently have in the White House.
Yeah. and that has that. You know, the way that played out on that documentary is exactly what I have believed and what I have said since the day I started this. I
Yep.
opened my mouth the day after the election was the first day that I did my first video, and I've been after it ever since. And I said then that this man was elected because of the hatred that the right wing it went to, the extent they went to with the Tea Party and everything else they had going over there, the disgusting crap they did. They were upset for Obama. This Donald Trump is the first president we've had totally elected because he was a racist, because he appealed
But
to
it
that
didn't start
deplorable.
then, John. It started long before then.
Oh,
It started the moment Obama took office
Yes,
and
that's what I'm
the
saying.
Tea Party movement came into
Yeah.
play.
that's what I'm saying.
And,
From the time he was
You know,
elected,
that's what we're still fighting is the Tea Party. And oh, by the way, incoming super chat.
how are you? You're clairvoyant, are you? I don't know how that works.
Yes, I am. I
Bernadette
have my
knows
crystal ball
before.
here. I can see the
Bernadette
future.
knows before I do. That is right. One of the little tidbits that we learned in that little documentary was the meeting that was going on the night of the election when Obama won. The Republicans were all downtown in the bar there. They were describing. They were plotting their revenge at that moment. At the moment that he won, this all started, and it has culminated in Karen Van Wyck donated $5 through Super Chat and said, sending this donation just because I can. Karen, thank you very much. I'm glad you can, and we appreciate it. It's oh, there it went. I have to look for, where is that boy? He's gone. He's done deserted me. Oh,
Him sick.
yes, he has been. Thank you for pointing that out. And he has been. I keep seeing my stupid arrow, but then it disappears on my ass. Anyway, leave it alone.
And just before we go any further, I want to say happy upcoming birthday to Paula J. She's having her birthday on the 18th this weekend.
Outstanding.
So happy birthday, girl. You go.
Your
birthday.
birthday on Women's Day, on Women's Day,
right.
March January 18th. So yes, happy birthday. Are you?
We are
Aquarius?
not going to have the blue dots sing to you, okay? You'll thank me later, I'm sure.
It's only me right here. It would really sound bad. Anyway, Januaries are a good month for birthdays. That's all.
Well, you know, I've always felt that the Republicans read that shit up after they, after Hillary come close to, taking a nomination in 2012.
Right.
Because you see, then all that started, and I think they knew that. Well, if he gets elected again, there's a chance that she will be take his place. And so that's when they started revving up all that shit on her, the emails, the Benghazi. These motherfuckers are way ahead of the game. They're dirty.
They have been all along. They have been all along, and that's how come we're all wondering how the Senate is going to approach this, because the information is coming out. What are they going to do? Are they really going to stand up there and act like idiots? Like they can't see the handwriting on the wall? They can't see what everybody else is seeing? It's bullshit.
Rick Wilson was on the Daily Show Tuesday night.
Yeah.
If you got a chance, go back and YouTube that, because the man is smart. He knows all about the game because he's been doing it, and he's one of those guys that is still conservative, still considers himself Republican, but he is ready. Him and Conway and Schmidt are ready to make sure that this man doesn't get reelected again. Because they started the Lincoln Project. You can look that up too. But Rick Wilson's a Republican strategist, and he knows how to play the game dirty because he's done it.
Yeah.
And that's what his new book is about, running against the devil. He's pretty much trying to tell the Democrats that if you don't do this right here, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
We can't. That's not going to happen.
We can't play softball with this shit.
Yeah.
We have to do this hard. There ain't nothing nice in this election. This is a fight for our own
the Democrats
republic.
want to play by the rules, but the rules have been thrown out the window, smashed, walked on, shitted on, and everything else. Come on, with playing by the rules.
That's exactly what I say, because that's what I've said for a long time. When we get in, I want to take the White House, the Senate, and keep the House so we can start shoving shit up their ass like they have been doing to us for years. You think that tax cut is something? Just hold on, baby. We're going to fix this thing. And it has to be for the people, for the American people down here. This can't be our president. When we get him in there, him or her, they have to take actions for the people of this country. And I believe, regardless of who it is, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to have to make an impact. And it ain't going to be nice. I don't really give a shit.
Now, this is a family show. You're supposed to watch your language.
There he is.
That goes after. Hello, TW. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. I was having a little bit of, right when you pulled me in, my internet went down.
Oh, no shit. Well, they probably snagged you. Because I grabbed you, they saw it.
Yeah, so.
I'm surprised I can go live tonight on Facebook. Facebook came in and told me I can't share to a group that I'm not an admin on, and I can't join any groups until January 20th. I have no idea why.
So they gave you another boot again, huh?
Another boot, but I can go live. Evidently, and I can still post my videos. I just can't share anything except to ones I admin, that people have been kind of putting on their admin. So yeah, I can share to them, I guess, but I can't share to anybody else. Which,
that's crazy.
Yeah, especially when you don't know why.
For sharing once before?
What's that?
You get in trouble for sharing once before?
I have gotten in trouble for sharing before, but that was because I shared too fast. If you shared too fast, the algorithm picks you up as a bot, and they'll ban you. I wasn't doing that. As a matter of fact, yesterday's video I shared to John Bertabo Speaks Blue Dot Family. I shared to the Fifthly Mouth Liberal. I put it on a Blue Dot in Texas. And I put it in Rant and Randy's Patriot group. That was it. Real slow. And then I went for number 5, and it said, nope. Well, kiss my ass.
Well, at least it's not 3 months.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Facebook is getting.
I mean, it's just ridiculous the way they do that, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
what
I tell you what, John, you should share the Discord, because Velda does a lot of sharing of everybody that's on Facebook.
Yes.
Over in Discord, and I really appreciate that, because I stay away from Facebook like it's the freaking plague, which does me well. Okay, and I really, really appreciate her Hi, Jenny. I really appreciate her uploading some of the content from Facebook over in Discord, so some of us YouTubers
Velda
can
is a
watch
jewel,
it
baby.
too. Yes, she is the
And,
Discord
and
mom.
yes, and don't forget that she does her own rant under the Blue Dot Grandma, ain't it?
And she posts that too.
There you go. There you go. Voices that will
Been
not
fighting.
yield.
I've been fighting with my internet. Internet's winning because it won't let me do any posting
Oh, no shit.
because it gets all scrambled and
Mm-mm-mm.
fuzzy and missing words.
I
It's
just think
like,
it's the internet myself because I think that too much stuff is going on lately, or this is a bad time to be on. I don't know.
Well, it's a combination of all because anything on the internet nowadays is wide open. You're going to find everything from people that agree and like you to people who are ready to, hang you to a cross and light a fire.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole. I'm surprised we don't get an extensive amount of patrols in here and whatnot. And I'm thankful for that. But do I get messages? Yeah, okay, yeah. They don't much like me. I don't really give a shit.
Really quick, because sorry, I had to vacate the premises really quick. Did
What's
you get the 2 updates that I have over here on Streamlabs?
The donations?
Yes,
Yes,
from
Diana
Diana
Mallory and Karen
White.
Van White.
Okay, cool. Just
Yes,
wanted
I
to
did.
make sure because I was
Staying
gone,
on top
so.
of the situation. over here.
Awesome, good. Thank you.
Outstanding.
there's a little ghosty in the room that let him know about it.
We got
Awesome.
you covered, Trav.
I appreciate you all.
Feel better. Feel better, dude.
Clairvoyant.
I'm hoping to. This ain't fun so far, but I'm sure I'm in a better spot than most. So thankfully, this just seems like a common flu type cold situation. So
Just keep it on that side of the table.
that's what I'm trying to do.
And please don't send it through the wires, okay?
Trust me, I don't want this on anybody.
No, him and Rose both. Rose has been for a couple of days now, so.
It was only a matter of time until I got it.
Yeah, the way around on each other and stuff like that. I don't surprised
I know
at
it's
all.
like we're a
But there.
fucking couple or something.
I know
right?
it. It's just disgusting. It's just look at that show of emotion, public show of emotion. I'm telling you.
10 years.
Well, that and they're closed up in that little tiny, apartment, no
Don't get
windows,
enough air
Yeah.
turnover.
no air.
Yeah, yep. It's pitiful. I feel bad for him. Oh well.
Get you some Lysol.
Yeah.
Yes,
Think
sir.
air purifier there, Travis.
Did you say air fryer? That sounds like a good idea right now.
Fryer.
Food.
No,
I
air
know.
purifier.
I was just
You
kidding
know,
with you.
um,
Why are you
Sonya
guys
C
always
brings up
thinking of
in the
food?
chat-
What's the problem with
Yeah,
Ho-
we have a
hold-
habit of that.
So, hold up. Sonia C brings up in the chat. This was something that happened. I believe it was yesterday. That Putin's entire government
No, scroll it up.
resigned so
Yes.
that he can stay in power.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and I believe that that's what Donnie wants to do.
Or if he had if he had a way to do it, you bet your ass he would. But yes, the whole
If he had a
Russian
way to
government
do it, yeah.
resigned. So Donnie could make. Listen to me. So Donnie could make his move. Yeah. So Putin could make his move. And it's odd because he is President Putin, and retains all the power, but he's going to change the Constitution to where the Prime Minister is going to hold all the power instead of the President. And you say, well, how does that benefit Vladimir? Well, Vladimir can't be president anymore, but he can be prime minister. So,
Again.
So he's
Yes.
going to move from president to prime minister, and before he does, he's making the law that the prime minister has all the power. It's
And not the president.
yeah, he's got his eyes.
And Donnie wants to be just like him.
Yes,
That's
yes.
Well, that
idol.
just shows you how bad their government is over there. That really just
Yeah. Makes you-
That's who Donnie's in bed with. That's the guy
it's
that
not a
Donnie works
government,
for.
It's a dictatorship.
Yes, yes.
It's a dictatorship.
well, I know,
It's an
but I'm still
authoritarian.
saying it's like you get a president in there, and he's in there basically for freaking life, and that's bullshit. It's like they should have a chance to vote, and they don't like him. Hey,
Putin is never going to give that up.
The guy that
not
took
unless
his
somebody
place
shoots his ass.
is Mikhail Mishustin, is the new prime minister of Russia for the moment. He is a longtime friend of I keep wanting to say Donnie because it
Well,
is.
the same.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
And the story is
Yeah, one's bald, one's an asshole.
yeah, really. This guy didn't. It says this guy didn't even have an English Wikipedia page on Wednesday morning. A day later, he's Russia's prime minister. Nobody knew who this guy. He's just a hack put in by Vladimir Putin to keep the seat warm until Vlad gets down there. That's exactly what Donnie wants to do. If he had his way, this would be a dictatorship, an authoritarian dictatorship. He would make all the rules, the laws. He would say who the laws are enforced upon and who is forgiven. It wouldn't look pretty, baby. And don't think for a minute that's not what we're fighting against, because it is. If the Republican Party stays behind him, then we're looking at a situation where a political party in this nation is actively working to subvert the Constitution and install a dictator, a monarchy, so he can hand it down to his kids, Don Jr., Eric. Oh, God forbid. Eric. Ivanka. Prime president. And we've seen that, too, because we've seen Ivanka trying to run around and get all the photos that she can get with world leaders and any other thing that she can get so she can tout her.
Walk off and ignore her.
Right. Yeah.
Well, she should wear
It's
a bra
like,
first.
hi, I'm Ivanka.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know me?
Yeah.
No, we don't. Get the hell out.
I'm the president's little girl. He loves me. That's it.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he likes you in a lot of
Yeah,
ways.
he likes her a whole lot more than he likes the other 3 or 4, how many ever he's got.
Yep.
Okay. You all right?
Ouch.
Oh, okay. Must be feeling ill. So.
And sorry, guys, Mork hasn't been in the room tonight. He's feeling a little under the weather. He's
Well,
got
everybody's
sniffles.
Wow.
It's pitiful.
Travis under the weather.
Yep.
Mork's under the weather.
Boy, howdy shit.
No, not Mark. I
Mark?
need him as backup when I say fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. What is that you said? What did you say, Bernadette? Don't be using that
I
language
said
on here.
Fuck.
Oh, look at there. She done said fuck Trump right here when we're trying to have a nice, wholesome
yeah.
conversation. And right out of the blue, there he is. Fuck Trump. See?
Okay.
A proper show wouldn't say that.
He didn't hear you, Bernadette.
Oh,
You didn't hear me?
what'd she say?
Oh, well.
No,
Yeah,
he's actually
I
asleep on the. He's
said-
asleep on the couch right now.
What'd she say?
Look for Mark.
What?
Fuck Trump.
Oh, I thought that's what you
Okay.
said. You said fuck Trump. Oh, okay.
I did say fuck Trump.
How many times can we work that into 5 seconds?
Hey.
It's not hard to do. It's
No,
what we
it's
all
not.
feel. When we see this
You know,
asshole.
it-
Go ahead, DW.
No, I just think, when you were in college and things like that, you had bad drinking games. And every time I think of Trump coming on the air with, I know the best people, I'm
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
yeah,
person.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
know.
could be a hell of a drinking game.
Do you see him today? When he was in the Oval or having a meeting, I don't even know what it was about. A bunch of people standing behind him. Reporters were in there. They're trying to ask him questions about the impeachment trial going to go on, and Lev Parnas says this and all this, and he went on a little, just kept talking, kept waving his hands at the reporters. No, wait, you just wait. I'm talking about how great I am, and he did. For just,
Yeah, he did
greatest
that
guy.
yesterday,
Yeah,
too.
that's what
Yeah.
we're
When
gonna
he
hear.
was supposed to meet with the Chinese leader, he was
Yeah.
sitting there going, well, and I mean, it was like he started off talking
so sick
about
of it.
what was going on and what was doing this, and then he goes, well, we got what was it? He was boasting on Lindsey Graham. He goes, Lindsey Graham's a pretty damn good golfer. He goes, I really can't believe it. He goes, really likes golf. And he goes, and I really like him. Yeah, you're like the ass kiss right now because your ass is going into the gut. Oh, I can't stand him.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on a rant.
We have
Well,
a
apparently
donation
there's
from
some reason why he
Alicia
was
West,
doing that.
donated $7 through Super Chat and said, love you, John. A blue dot from Delmania. Wait a minute. I'm trying to read. Delmarva?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I don't have glasses in here, baby. Alicia West, thank you very much, darling. As soon as I can see Delmarva.
You'd have
That's
to
what
get
it
John
is.
to blow up screen so he can see what's going on.
I need one of them six. I need one of them
Use
great
the
big
glasses.
giant TVs so
Get some
the words.
glasses.
You need a 65-inch
Yeah.
TV so you can see the words.
This one I'm looking at. This is the biggest one we have, and it's Mama's TV. So after the show, Tyler has to come in here and unhook the TV, take it back at her, and take it back in the bedroom in there. So Mom will have TV when she goes to bed. So it's a swap out every time we have a live show. We have to bring this in here, but Travis has it the way he wants it, and I like it this way. So there you go. You know, that's all there is to it. I mean, except when he's gone, I have to pay attention to too many damn things. I miss him when he's not here. I do. I don't like to mess with stuff. I like to be able to have my mind clear, not sit
Just
there.
don't hit no buttons that you don't know about.
Well, it's that time you have to take sitting there trying to figure out where the freaking arrow is. So you have to shake the mouse so the arrow will get great big so you can see where the fuck it was. And then when you do, all of a sudden it disappears. Well, it was right there. Piece of shit. Get me a hammer. Anyway, that's why I have kids. So,
John temporarily went off the internet because he got mad and hit it with a hammer.
Miss Nomad, I tried doing that. I looked for the font size settings. I was going to put it on giant so I could see the shit, but I couldn't find that. And I ain't going to touch no buttons because I'll screw it up. What?
Bring anybody in?
Can I? I'm trying to find the arrow. See, that's the only thing. It has to go between 4 or 5 screens. And half of them are over there, and I don't see where it is until I just shake it around. Oh, there it is. All right, it's gone that way. I should see it show up over here.
There's a new person up there, I do believe. Paula J.
Oh, somebody woke up.
Uh-oh. Feed that dog. What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Paula J. Are you with us, dear?
It took him a second to hear fuck Trump.
Well, there you go. Good dog. Good dog. Paula J., are you with us, dear? How are you today?
Can I? I'm trying to find the arrow. See, that's the only thing. It has to go between 4 or 5 screens. And half of them are over there, and I don't see where it is. So I just shake it around. Oh,
well, Paula J., you're coming in. I think I can hear you.
Show up over here.
Turn off person up there, I do believe. Turn off
Somebody woke up.
John,
Feed that dog. What are you doing?
You're feeding
Paula J. Are you with us, dear?
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, there you go. Good dog. Good dog.
Can you hear me?
Paula J., are you with us,
I can hear you now, but I am hearing.
Can you hear me?
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. I'm happy to say and want to say a thank you to a lot of people for all the happy birthday wishes for Saturday.
Wow.
But also, too,
I don't see where it is. I can shake it around. Well, Paula J., you're coming in.
okay, I just didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Paula J. Turn off your John in the background.
I must be doing something wrong.
If you had, if you're listening through,
Yes. Oh, yes, I am.
okay.
Can you hear me? I am. Can you hear me? I can hear you, John.
Okay. If you can hear me, Paula, I think you're listening through your speakers. And if you are, your microphone is picking up the speakers and it's creating a loop. So we can't talk together at the same time because I'm hearing it 15 seconds later.
Turn off your John in the background.
I must be doing something wrong. Okay.
Okay.
I think that did it.
I think that did
Look
it.
at this, right?
There we go. That did it.
Yeah.
I think that did
Hi,
it.
Paula.
Hello, Paula. How are you? Uh-oh.
Well, now she.
I can hear you, John.
Okay. If you can hear me,
Okay, she's just now getting the
Paula,
part.
I think you're listening through your speakers. And if you are, your microphone is picking up the speakers and it's creating a loop.
There's
Oh.
Together at the same time because I'm hearing it 15 seconds later.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, let me undo the speaker then.
Okay. There we go. Little technical difficulties. That's all. If you come into Discord, it's better if you have a set of headphones on and a microphone, and that way you don't get that feedback through the speakers, and it messes everything up there and nobody can hear. And while we're waiting on Paula, Mega Wet Willie just donated $10 through Super Chat. Mega Wet Willie, buddy, we appreciate it tremendously. We always like his name, Mega Wet Willie. I wonder how he came up with that. Paula J, can you hear me now? Paula J?
Because you took her speakers off.
Oh, okay. Yes, we encourage anybody to download their Discord.
No, I can't hear anything.
Are you with us there, Paula?
No, I'm not.
Okay. What are you doing in here, Lone Wolf? Somebody left the door open. This guy got this guy. Gotta watch this guy. He's sneaky as hell. Lone Wolf, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm still sneaky.
There you go. That's the best way to be. Stay sneaky.
Yeah, buddy.
What do you think about all the shit, the pomp and circumstance today? Marching the.
Well, I've been more excited about listening to what Rachel Maddow put out.
Her little interview with Lev Parnas and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know that just smacked Donald Trump in the face with a big wet one.
I'll tell you what, John Bolton better get his ass in gear. Lev Parnas is going to write a book and have it out there, and you ain't going to sell no books, John.
Well, you know, Parnas spoke with Anderson
yes.
Cooper too, and I think that might have been done before. I think Maddow's interview was done yesterday, but I think Anderson's was done too, and just taped and replayed.
Right.
But yeah, he talked to Anderson Cooper too.
Yeah.
So
he's going to make the rounds. You know, his only hope right now is to, he's under indictment. He's looking at prison time for campaign finance law. And guess who he's got a list of who the money he gave to? It's all Republicans, baby. And some of them that are sitting, some of them that have already resigned and trying to hide sessions.
And he's not a safe man right now.
No.
You can believe that.
No.
He's there's already people talking about he could end up like old Epstein.
Somebody could walk behind him and poke him with an umbrella and it'd be all over. That's it.
Well, I seen something like that a couple of weeks ago with Nancy Pelosi. And it was a Facebook post, and I automatically stopped following the people. But it was like she come out of a meeting or something for somewhere, and this guy walked up behind her. He's like, Nancy, and she turned around and shook his hand, and he said, "How does it feel to know prison's coming?" And she just shook her head and turned around and walked off. Well, that guy could have easily had a gun. And
easily.
It couldn't have been how you. It could have been, hey, Nancy, boom, And I was just thinking, I mean, aren't these people got any more security?
Well, you would think so, especially with the mouth like Donnie's got, running it the way he does. He incites people, and so the air is different nowadays. There's people out here that are dangerous. Including that Hyde fellow that's running for Congress up there. The police had to take his guns away from him. And,
oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, you need to check this guy out. Yeah, he's a real. He called the police one time because he said somebody was trying to assassinate him. He's a real character.
Yeah.
The Republican Party told him.
400-pound Bubba in his mama's basement.
That's about the size of it, I think. But no, this guy actually went to Ukraine. This Hyde fella from Connecticut. He actually went over there and was trying to surveil Yovanovitch, or worse, is what the insinuation is. That's how come the FBI wants to talk to his ass. What are you doing over there shadowing an American ambassador? There is so much. Huh?
They've already started an investigation there in the Ukraine on it.
Yes.
They did that this morning. They announced that.
Yes, because
Donnie finally got his investigation he wanted.
Yeah, he got the investigation. It's just
not
not particularly on the person he wanted it on.
Really quick before, because again, I just get back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did Mega.
Omega and Alicia West?
Yes, I did Alicia West
Alrighty,
too.
awesome.
If you give me the arrow back where I can see it, I'll take care of that.
Yeah. No, me and you got the same list, so I was just making sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay on top of the game.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just wanted to make sure.
So where's the arrow?
I thought it was over there.
No.
Hang on.
Here
we go.
No, there it went. Shit. I got it.
Got it? Cool. Thank you again, guys. Y'all are
there
awesome.
There you go. You can have it back.
I tell you, another thing that I'm keeping my eye out on is this rally they're having in Virginia. I think it's happening this weekend with the pro-gun rally. And, the governor's already declared a state of emergency. And then the FBI busted that group of neo-Nazis that were planning to attend. And they had all this crazy, propaganda put out there. And, so, yeah, I have a feeling some crazy shit's going to happen with that rally. And I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to that or seeing that on the news.
I have said it's a gun rally. It's a Second Amendment rally because Virginia went blue. In the last election, Virginia turned blue. The Virginia State House was taken by Democrats, and there was no legislation put out about guns. This is just a backwoods thing that started in several counties in Virginia, declaring themselves to be Second Amendment sanctuary cities, like them libtards. Well, they got sanctuary cities. We got sanctuary cities for guns. Isn't that just? It just screams intelligence to you, doesn't it? That they are going to march on the State House with their weapons. What does that look like?
Oh wait, really quick. Is this the conversation about Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When I heard about that yesterday, I was like, "What the shit?"
Yeah. What the shit?
I seen Andy posted something that I think North Carolina is trying to do the same thing to make it like the Second Amendment sanctuary.
This is a way for the right wing to motivate their base. Motivate their base. They got to come up with something and nothing scares the right wing like losing their gun. Not losing their kid in a school shooting, that wouldn't bother them. A church.
No, that doesn't bother them at all.
No, grandma getting shot up at the church when she went to go vote. Well, Lord was looking
over.
No,
that doesn't bother them.
Lord snatched her up real quick and all that kind of stuff. None of that bothers them. But oh my God, you even hint.
They'll get on Facebook and post, please pray for Grandma because she's getting an ingrown toenail removed today.
Yeah.
So Grandma needs all the prayers she can get. Jesus Christ. And then I seen Oklahoma's trying to put out a new license plate that's going to be, it's pretty much blue with some red and white, pinstriping, and it says there's two of them. And one said at the bottom, "Keep America Great," and the other one was saying "Make America Great Again." So that's the new license plate that Oklahoma's trying to push out.
Potheads up in Oklahoma, that's what they're coming up with. Are they getting so stoned up there now that they can't see right from wrong?
Yeah.
Oklahoma's legal. Ain't that some shit?
Did you see the new booklet laws that they're trying to pull in Missouri?
What's that, Velda? Go ahead,
Did
Velda.
anybody have...
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Bernadette.
No, go ahead, Velda. She said something first.
In Missouri, they're trying to make it where the librarian, if they a committee where they go in to public library, it's a new committee, they're trying to get in there, and if they disapprove of Harry Potter, Catcher in the Rye, or whatever book it is they don't want, they can pull it off the shelves, and if have it pulled from the libraries, public libraries, and if the librarian doesn't do it, she can go to jail.
Ain't that sad?
Yeah, that's disgraceful.
Because we need more librarians in jail. We got to
that's what's wrong with this country.
That are in jail.
It's them radical librarians
Jesus Christ.
trying to give books to our kids. Go ahead, Bernadette.
Fahrenheit 501.
That you would think so. You would think so.
How did that happen?
What?
We watched them all sign a register today,
Yes,
so
we did.
we'll know exactly who to go to.
Yeah, they all had to write their name down in that book.
Yep.
They signed their name to the oath, and now we got a record.
Yep.
Thank you.
What's that, Travis?
TW, go ahead and say something really quick.
Hello?
Oh, not that. Don't say that.
What?
Say something else.
I was gone for 10 minutes and somehow.
Say something else, TW.
I thought I heard TW in the background very faintly over and over and over again.
But I heard him.
Yeah, no, he was.
Your volume went way down. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. It was on our side. I'm wondering what did Dad accidentally touch?
I didn't do shit.
See, this is why
touching nothing. Don't be coming up with what did Dad do.
And this is
Travis,
why I can't.
Travis, this is why you need to blow up the fonts. You need to blow up the font so he can read.
I don't know if I can blow up the font any bigger on that monitor in particular, but this is also why I can't be moping and groaning in bed, resting my body.
Find my pair. They're around here somewhere. That's what Paula J says. I'm going to find my pair. I lost my pair. But pair of what?
No, I'm just glad we figured that out really quick. I heard you in the background.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I brought you back in. So
I think Bernadette needs to be refreshed.
Yeah, I already did that.
Okay. I'm just seeing the chat.
Yeah, no.
Bernadette.
There she is.
Yes,
Bernadette,
I'm back.
Okay.
There you go.
We can hear her. We just great. Now she sounds really good.
Thank you.
Boy, howdy. Ain't we a group?
Bernadette, you're talking, but we're not hearing you.
Well, I was saying something in my internet connection. Obviously, didn't want me to say that. So.
No, we can hear her. You're not able to hear her.
We can hear her. You just can't hear her.
It's a secret thing.
You'll have to come back.
It's a conspiracy
There
theory.
you go. Yeah, it's a conspiracy thing. That's what
By
it is.
the way, Ben, the last time I was in the Blue Room, Ben Stroud was in the Blue Room, and there's always people in the Blue Room that would like to come on to the live show. So if you happen, somebody drops out, you can pull
but
him up
you know how that Ben Stroud guy
Hey,
is.
look at there.
You know how he is. If you get him down here, he
Yeah,
starts
that's
talking.
why we talk bad in front of his face.
That's right, Ben.
Yeah.
How are
It's
you
good
today,
to do
bub?
that once in a while.
Hello, Ben.
Hello?
Hello, Ben. How are you?
What's going on?
We're sitting here trying to solve the world's problems.
Defend yourself, son.
Run.
Yeah, defend yourself. We were talking about you.
What's that, Ben?
Do what?
Well, no, I was saying that we can hear Ben a little better now. He was coming in a little louder tonight, and the other night he was.
Yeah, he is.
He was getting talked over a lot, which I mean, I could hear him faintly trying to say something, but he's coming in a lot clearer and louder tonight.
I understand.
So
That
good.
SC guy always, he's stepping all over everybody.
Yeah, shit, damn it.
Well,
Not true. Not true at all, SC. Not true at all.
If I get out of control, just boot me out.
We won't do that, buddy. We like you. Ben, how's everything up in your neck of the woods?
Well,
all right, we're getting ready to get hit with another winter blast.
Oh, shit. That's not good words to hear. What's the temperature now?
It's 25 and the wind chill's 13.
Oh, no. Run for your life.
For once, I'm going to say that sounds awesome right now.
No, it does not.
Chill me out right now, please.
You want a box and mail you up there.
Yes.
Fly south as soon as possible.
Ben, remind everybody where you're at.
Kansas.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Not that far from here now.
I lived in Kansas once. I did. I lived in Olathe, Kansas. That was my first experience in my memory of snow. And the thought of
That's
what the hell is a Navy base doing in Kansas? That's where we were stationed. There was a school there I think my father went to. And we lived there in Olathe for a number of years.
Yeah, that's like 30 minutes away from me.
Oh, is that right? You know, the one thing that I distinctly remember, two things really, about Kansas that I remember. One is the snow that got so deep, and we were in Navy housing, second floor. You could actually jump out the second floor window and land in this big old pile of snow right up against the building, and you just, of course you could only do that 3 or 4 times before the snow gets packed down, and then it's not too smart. Find another hobby after that.
We ain't had a snowstorm like that around here in a long time because of climate change.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, go figure on that one. You'll be swimming pretty soon with floods up in that area. I'll tell you, everything is on the
it seems
line.
like in the mountains in Colorado, it snows like crazy, and then down in like where we're at, we hardly get anything.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about Rachel Maddow's show last night?
Interviewing Lev Parnas.
Loved it.
Yep. There you go.
Loved it.
You know, there is going to be more information come out. Lev Parnas is just one guy.
There's a part 2.
Yeah.
She said there'd be a part 2.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, that's on tonight, isn't it?
Is it tonight?
Oh, I think it is.
Yeah, buddy. I'll be there.
Now the thing is that these senators that took that oath today, it's not like they're not going to see TV or not going to see the news. You know, this is
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Oklahoma, make America great again. DJT 2020. Or you kiss my ass, Oklahoma, make America great again. How about we take away Oklahoma's right to vote for this shit? That make it better. Ignorant assholes. See that's the state shouldn't be allowed to do that crap. It just popped up on the chat over here and I saw it. You know, for what? To declare Oklahoma is what? So Republican, so blind, and so willing to follow this thief? That just bugs me. I thought Oklahoma had better sense than that. Evidently not.
I heard some states weren't even going to put him on the ballot.
Who? Donnie?
Nope. He's got to show his taxes.
Show his taxes. That's the law they passed. You don't show your taxes, we can't put you on the ballot here, buddy. That's the law. So
yeah, but they're already fighting that stuff.
Yeah, they put lawsuits against that and all that shit.
Yeah, it's just all ends up in court, you know, and it's like it gets put on the back
Everything
burner.
ends up in court with Donnie. Everything that Donnie does, everybody that is involved with Donnie, everything ends up in court. Take me to court. That's Donnie's
I got a kick out of our governor the other day. He goes, Donald Trump, I don't know this person. He said, so I don't really care what he has to say.
Yeah. He's a... shit.
I'll tell you what really gets me
what
is that you remember when really Giuliani was even admitting that this shit was true, and Trump was still saying no, he's lying.
Yeah. Oh, the Ukrainian shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, who was it? Bolton said that Rudy Giuliani's going to blow up like a hand grenade.
Yep.
You know.
And Trump will throw his ass under a bus just as quick as anybody else.
Oh well,
he
will. Actually, I took note today that Donnie in his Oval Office little tirade there with the press talking about how wonderful he was, went to extraordinary lengths to describe Rudy Giuliani as the greatest crime fighter ever in America's history.
Really?
The greatest mayor ever of New York City, and he's the best man ever, blah, 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 blah. And as he was doing this, because he really exaggerated everything about how great Rudy is, I turned to Marcia and I said, Rudy's insurance policy must be really solid.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that back.
Is anybody's insurance policy really solid with this guy? He'll turn on you in a heartbeat, throw you under the bus.
But
Rudy better look both ways.
But Rudy better watch it because now he's president. He's not just some dick in New York. But yeah,
Rudy might have been something a few years ago, but he ain't jack shit.
Yeah, he's not now. Rudy has disgraced himself, made himself into a clown on TV every time you turn around. Don't tell me he's the most respected guy in America.
I would say butt liquor, but that's me.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how he became a U.S. attorney. This idiot.
Hell.
This was prior to him having way too much fucking alcohol.
Yeah,
I was fixing to say he probably just.
I think a few of them brain cells are like squashed.
May have toasted them
permanently.
He probably just left the Trump Hotel before all these TV interviews. I remember when Corey Lewandowski was on TV and the reporter's like, how many cocktails do you have before you come on the show
he did.
Right? He probably just left Trump Hotel.
You got to be drunk to
John,
do this job. Ben.
I have a sneaking suspicion that after the Senate trial is over with, it's either gonna happen then, or Trump's gonna wait until after the primaries. But I think at sometime between after the Senate trial is over with or after the primaries, Trump's gonna declare martial law and try and stop the election.
So I keep saying
that we have discussed this before.
We have discussed it, and don't take it for granted that he won't do it.
Don't put it past.
Don't put anything past this guy. Martial law or anything else. he would, I believe he would start a war. I believe he would start a war real quick with Iran if he thought his shit was going down the toilet. That should scare every one of us. You know, the State Department, the Defense Department were both stopped from giving briefings to Congress. This runs deep, baby. This is infecting everything in our society. Not only our White House, our Department of Justice is corrupt. Our Secretary of State is corrupt. Rick Perry ran out the door trying to hide himself. Department of Energy was over there, was involved in this shit. The EPA,
Barr's corrupt.
Everything, everything. And
like Pelosi said this morning, she said that she said she's getting tired of seeing the government go to hell in a handbasket.
It is.
I said last week that I think Bill Maher was coming back on.
Yeah.
But he will be on tomorrow night, and Nancy Pelosi is one of his guests.
I know. I'm waiting on that.
Nancy Pelosi,
I go through
Andrew Yang.
When he leaves. When he
Joe
goes
Walsh.
on vacation.
I'm actually surprised she's going to be on that show. Honestly.
Yeah,
I'm not. I think she's been on there before.
Well,
Nancy Pelosi's not.
Well,
scared.
guess what I heard?
What?
Yes.
I heard that Bush Jr. is so pissed off at Trump that he's going to vote blue this year.
Wouldn't that be funny as shit? That would be. I wish that would come true. That would be funny. Any one of them, you know. See, turn around. I ain't voting for that asshole. Shit.
Bubba too.
Yeah, really, Bubba too. Well, it's this. You know, don't think there aren't going to be a whole lot of people voting for him. They will, and we can see that. But it's all going to come down to the same states. It comes down usually all the time. Pennsylvania is going to be in there. Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Florida. These are going to be the states that he's trying to concentrate. That's how come you see him there every other time you turn around. He's doing an Ohio rally or a Pennsylvania rally. You know,
Missouri will be one of those.
Yeah,
states
because
now,
he figures if he can carry those, then he can carry everything.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to work the electoral map, which is what they did before. And we already see Russia's willingness to do it again to try to help him. Go ahead, Bernadette.
Florida.
That was Velvet.
Florida might have a problem. Florida might have a problem with Florida because all of the Puerto Ricans that are having problems getting electricity and stuff, they're coming to the United States. They're landing in Florida.
That's another. There's two more words that ought to piss off every American. Puerto Rico.
It does piss me off.
It does.
Well, yeah,
because they're being treated like a second-class citizens, and they're not.
They are. They are Americans as any of us are.
They should have been a state already.
The only reason they can't vote over there. They can't vote over there. If they come over here, they can vote anywhere. If they're a residency somewhere, they can vote. Those are American citizens. And the way this president has treated Puerto Rico tells you everything about this man. He is a racist asshole. He considers Puerto Rico one of the shithole countries. He doesn't like it. He's had arguments with the government of Puerto Rico over there. You know, just he's a vindictive asshole. Yeah. So the only if your state doesn't.
I haven't seen Mar-a-Lago, but I've heard it's a shithole.
Ah, it is a shithole. Yeah, I heard it got bed bugs too. And down there in the.
Yeah. Well, I actually donated today at the drugstore. We have a Walgreens. I don't know if anyone else has Walgreens.
Yeah, we have Walgreens.
But they had a thing where you could donate to Puerto Rico. You know, while you're doing and I donated $2. I'll be in there before the weekend's over. I get paid tomorrow, so also that's a good that's something to think about. But so like I said, hopefully I'll be back in there before the weekend's over, and hopefully I can do a little more, for them. And
don't give it to the Red Cross. Give it to somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, the Red Cross has got to.
Don't give it to the Red Cross.
Yeah, give it to the Red
Cross. Red Cross makes people pay it back.
Yeah.
Give it to somebody else.
There is another good cause. If you want to donate a little bit of cash, I think it's $7 or $8 that you could donate to porta potties for women. There is indeed because it's going to be the Women's March this weekend.
Oh,
you need a lot of porta potties out there. Oh, and there is indeed a place. I think it's porta potties for women. I'm not sure. Check it out. But it's a place where you can go donate. Yeah, to pay for the porta potties on the mall and everything for everybody to use. Yeah, because Donnie's not about to go out there and provide those facilities for the masses.
Hey,
he don't pay his
John,
bills
No.
when he goes.
No. What's that?
Nope.
hey, John, how do you think Trump would like it if every single one of us blue dots in this country marched to Washington D.C. wearing a American flag T-shirt and a blue hat, saying, "Hell no, Donnie, we don't want your fucking war.
And
Get the
that's it,
fuck
get
out of
the
the White
fuck out of-
House."
Just a nice hat. Keep it simple. Fuck Trump. Just
Yay.
fuck Trump.
What was that you said, John?
I think I said fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
Hold on for
Did
another
I hear you
moment.
say fuck Trump?
I would never say fuck Trump. Not on the air.
You didn't say fuck Trump?
No, I didn't say
Okay.
fuck Trump.
Well, I'll say it then. Fuck Trump.
Prove I said fuck Trump.
I'll second that. I'll second and third that. Fuck Trump.
I'm telling you, we're down in the ditch again.
That's
okay,
about as
baby.
much as I can give
Hey.
it tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well,
We need some.
I like when Perez says fuck Trump. Arnaz. He
I got
said fuck Trump when he told him
I got
talk to Rachel Maddow.
Softeners and rinse agents.
Oh, you know who else I love it when he says "fuck Trump"?
Who says fuck Trump?
The Mexico's ex-president Fox.
Oh, Presidente Sox says
yeah.
fuck Trump. Oh no shit.
See how?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. I remember he used to.
It's a catchy
he used
little
to post
phrase.
a lot- I haven't seen him in a long time.
Hello, Mitch.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you doing, Mitch? Mitch Goldstein.
Guess where I am? Guess where I am?
Oh, don't be bragging. Oh, you're on the road. Where are you? Are you in Washington?
He's on the highway.
No.
No.
Damn good.
Where are you at, Mitch?
Damn good guess. Some bitch talking to me. I'm in Houston. Down right by the Galleria.
I should have known.
And it is a cluster fuck.
Welcome to
This
Texas,
town,
Mitch.
You know something?
I told
Texas
you.
is like the LA. It's like San Antonio was the same way, man. There's just a fucking shit ton of people here, and they're all going someplace
They're
at the
all
same
going.
goddamn time.
They're all going somewhere all the time too. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. You go at 2:00 in the morning. They're all out on the fucking street. You wonder where the hell they're going. Who the hell are you, and where are you going now? You know. Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, when I was driving for a living, I'd have to go through Houston, and man,
Damn.
it just kills you. Just you know.
And they're looking at you, John, going, "Where the fuck are you going?"
Yeah, where the hell are you going, old man? Old man with a big old truck. Where are you going? I'll run your ass over. That's what. Get the hell out of my way. Yeah, you can't be bashful driving in Houston. You really can't. It is one of
Now
the.
listen, man. You know I'm a Brooklyn boy, man.
Yes,
I can
you are.
drive.
I have
there
no
is
doubt you can handle
I have
the tough
no
shit.
fucking fear. I can drive in Jersey City. I can drive in Newark. I can drive in Philly. I can drive in Boston. None of these motherfuckers scare me. And I got a Camaro. When I got into this rental car, it was a white Camaro with 3 miles on it.
Oh, no
and
shit.
It smelled like a new car smell. And I figured I need to get some weed smoke in this motherfucker.
There you
to get
go.
rid of that new
Spark
car
that shit
smell.
up. Fog it up in there, Mitch. Just drive carefully,
Fog
buddy.
it up, baby.
That's it.
Fog it up, hit it with some Ozium.
You
That's
can't.
it,
Oh,
baby.
listen to you tossing names around. Actually, we know Mitch
So
isn't
how
doing that
about,
because it's illegal here in Texas, and Mitch wouldn't do that.
Ozium is the shit.
Yeah, it is.
Ozium is legal.
Ozium
I'm
is
down to
totally
recycle.
fucking cool. If you're doing anything, you need to have some Ozium around, okay?
You got that shit right.
I used to
Yeah,
clean
that's
a
right.
doctor's office, and I could get all of that stuff I wanted, man. It was great. Yeah, you need to cover.
So
it up.
meanwhile,
I'm
So
smoking.
here
I'm
I'm at
smoking
this
recycled
Galleria.
materials. You know what that is,
I'm at this
right?
Galleria Mall, right?
Ain't that pretty?
Galleria Mall.
Yes.
God damn, it's a fucking mile long.
There's fucking people that live in there. Got apartments that live
Yeah,
in
no
there.
shit.
I'm
And
telling
there's
you.
a Rolex. There's a Rolex store. I mean, how
Hey.
many rich people are here where they need to have
There's
their
a
own
lot of
fucking
them, baby.
store for Rolex?
There's a lot of them in Houston.
God
Houston's a
damn.
big oil town. That's Oil City, USA, baby.
Oh, let me tell you, man.
There's
I make a lot of money. I walk into that place and I walk right out.
Right
I
out.
can just imagine.
I'm in the wrong neighborhood here. How y'all doing? See you
Yeah,
later.
that's
Shit.
right, man.
I can't afford to look.
God
so,
damn.
you know, I've never
There's
been
a
in there.
Panerai. There's a Panerai store there. That's about probably 3 to 5 times more expensive than a Rolex.
Damn.
Now, there's a whole store for that shit.
I've never been in there.
Oh my
go figure.
God.
I don't have a dime to spend in there, so I try to stay away from them places. Shit. But I've seen it on the news. They have apartments in there. People can walk right out of their house and walk down.
They
to
do.
Yeah. And
they got
it's a
everything.
thing.
There's people fucking there. There's babies being born. There's all people wheeling bodies out. The whole 9 yards. It's like
See it all, baby.
It's like fucking Woodstock.
Texas. It's not. It's a whole other country, baby.
This is
it's
a new town.
Whole other country. It really is. And let me tell you, baby, that Houston is blue as blue can be. Houston is blue. San Antonio is blue. Corpus Christi is blue. El Paso is blue. Austin is blue.
You want to know how I know that?
How you know that, Mitch?
Because when I walk around, I see lots and lots of Muslim people. I hear lots and lots of Spanish being spoken and other languages being spoken.
Ain't it sweet?
Because San Antonio, they're melting pots. These are melting pot cities.
They are.
They are indeed. Full of cool people.
And to give it a little shout out, it's up in Houston. The Houston area governor, the county government, made a deal with the power companies on all this because they have large transmission lines that run out there, and underneath those lines is just open country out there, open lots out there that they don't.
Yes, fire breaks.
Yes, they have. They let community groups go in there and grow vegetable gardens in there. So there is a whole large group of Somalian and Muslim individuals in Houston that produce a whole lot of fresh produce for the city by their. That's their, this is what they did back home. Give them a little piece of land, they'll grow shit, and you'll buy it because it's good stuff. So yeah, our governor here, what's his asshole's name?
Governor Dickhead.
Yes, that's him. That's him.
Governor Dickhead, right?
What's his name? Shit, I can't. Anyway,
Abbott.
Abbott. Thank you, Abbott. Yes, Abbott. Abbott the dickhead. That's him. He declared that Texas will not take any more refugees. The only state so far to step up and do that shit. Every other state that's been asked has volunteered to take refugees. Texas wants to be an ass, and our governor says, nope, we're not taking any more refugees. Hey, Abbott,
would be
kiss
awesome.
my ass. What's that?
You know what would be awesome?
What?
If somebody punched that fucker right in the fucking face.
I mean to tell you, I just can't wait till he's he is about as red as you can get. He kisses Donnie's ass all the time. The only reason that he's in there is because he plays that Republican line in this, that, we're a gun nation and we're going to protect the gun rights and Jesus and everything else that everybody read around here. It's that kind of shit.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
How long before you guys can vote him out?
Let me see. I think it's
2 more years.
2 more years, yeah. 22,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
22 is when we get the chance to get his ass out.
Counting the days.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who else you get to vote out. That motherfucker Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz comes up on the ticket again.
Speaking about people who need an ass beating, and I'm not a violent man, okay?
No,
I am not a violent man, but he needs an ass beating.
See you later, Teddy.
Ted Cruz showed his ass to the world, and every Texan, everybody in the United States ought to take note of this. He stood up like a big bad asshole up against Donnie until Donnie whooped his ass, and then he turned around and licked his butt full up in his ass.
Yep.
That's what Ted Cruz is. He's a wimp little pussy who rolled over, standing all up to vote your conscience and all that. Ted Cruz ain't got a conscience. He's paid for, baby. Just like every other Republican.
Let me tell you what else,
man.
It's like Lindsey Graham, just like Mitch.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mitch.
He is one ugly motherfucker too, Ted Cruz. I just thought I might want to
That's why he's growing the beard. He's trying to grow a beard and a mustache and everything so he can be incognito. He don't want nobody to recognize that he's that Ted Cruz. You're that
like
Ted
Eddie
Cruz?
Munster.
Yes. He's trying to be a fucking man.
He failed, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it's just, it pains me because even with my own congressman, Michael Cloud, down here in the 27th District in Texas, this state has a proud history. And you talk to a lot of Texans, and they'll tell you, well, what does Texas mean? What does it stand for? We stand for honor. A man's word is his name. A man's word is it. We don't lie, cheat, steal, and all that shit. That's the Texas way. We're a friendly group down here. Really? Don't lie, cheat, and steal? That ain't what
Why you
happened
keep
here.
voting for liars and cheats and
Because
thieves?
these idiots down here believe in the same reason they voted for Trump. They're
Enron.
conned into thinking that
Jesus and guns.
Well, in their guns, guns. Got it down
Jesus
here in
and
Texas.
guns.
Guns.
Jesus and guns.
Jesus and guns. That's it, baby. And that's their mantra. You know, it pains me when that is their argument, because I can't and y'all know I'm not a religious man, but for the life of me, I cannot get the relationship between Jesus and an AR-15. Just what's the relationship there? You know, when that's what they say, they're for
I'd kind of like to know that
guns
too.
in their
That
Bible.
doesn't make sense.
Really, one has
Is
nothing
this
to
the
do with
trick?
the other one. You know,
Is this a trick question?
4,200 religions in this world. Which one would you kill for? It's a simple question.
Hey guys, I got somebody.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what we call people like Ted Cruz in my state?
What?
Cali? Bitches.
Bitches. That's what he is. That's what he proved. Nothing will stand out in Ted Cruz's life more.
He's
to
a
me
little bitch. He's a little bitch.
Than to stand up there when Donnie was taking the lead and he was standing up, and Donnie had said something about his wife. What's his wife's name? You leave.
Mrs.
You
Bitch.
leave.
Mrs. Ted Cruz?
Yeah, Mrs. Ted Cruz, whatever her name is. Heidi.
Hey,
I knew it would come to me. He said, Donald, you leave Heidi alone or you'll have to face. Are you shitting me? No, you little weasel. Because he was talking about Ted's wife being long in the face, you know, not near as pretty as Melania was. That was what Trump was out there saying. And, you know, what is that? Water under the bridge?
She kind of
Water
looks
under the
like a
bridge?
horse.
And yet they voted him in office
Yes, they did.
anyway.
But
The same
Beto
person who
O'Rourke-
said, I
Same
could grab him by the pussy.
Yep.
And, you know,
Well, they think that's manly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
all this
manly
man
shit.
has ever
All
done
men-
is
all
call
men
people
do that.
names.
All men do that down here in Texas, all over the place. That's all we do down here is walk around and grab women right down there in the pussy. Here, hello, ma'am. How you
Hey
doing?
John.
What? Hello, Ben.
There's this guy on YouTube that you guys should all check out. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His name's Pastor Dow.
Pastor Dowell. Is he what does he do? Pastor Dowell.
He's a Baptist pastor, and I believe he's in either Tennessee or Kentucky. And he says that God is the one that wanted the Second Amendment, and God is the one that gave us guns.
Oh, Ben,
Well,
you
of
shouldn't
course
say
he
things
did.
like that here.
Of course.
We're not going to go and watch Pastor Dow.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
He's a fucking
And we're going to
idiot.
try and stay
Pastor
away
Dow's
from
got-
a lot of religion tonight, right,
I
John?
guarantee. Huh?
Thank you.
What's that, Velda?
And we're going to try and stay away from a lot of religion tonight,
yeah.
right, John?
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Well, I was just bringing that up because of some of the silly stuff that he says, and how you were talking about the whole Jesus and AR-15 connection.
Yeah, it is true, Ben. That is what the Republican Party uses, is religion and the Second Amendment to incite to motivate their people, is to tell them that because of Donnie's back in the White House, we can say Merry Christmas again. The war on Christmas is over because Donald Trump became president. They like to sell that idea. They like to sell the Democrats are all a party of they're going to come take all your guns. No Democrat said he's going to come get your AR-15.
Just like Donald Trump just recently retweeted an image of Schumer and Pelosi dressed in garb, Muslim garb, standing in front of an Iranian
That's
flag.
what they have to sell. That's it.
All right, I'll be back in a little while, guys.
All right, Ben. Well, we're
Our
glad you came.
president is out there doing that.
Yes.
Hey, did anybody see the lady from Arizona, Max Sally? I think that's her name.
Yes, Max Sally.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she told Manu Raj when he asked her a question today.
Liberal.
Well, that lady, she ain't gonna make it because Mark Kelly is killing her. Mark Kelly is killing.
That's why.
As well he should.
AZ resists.
He's an intelligent person.
AZ resists because that I saw that woman in the hallway, and that's when that's always what you got.
Trying to kiss that ass.
Petty little shit like that, like Donnie. You're calling somebody names. That's what their whole party has sunk to. A party, I'll call your name. We're gonna call you a name.
I still got a kick out of it. I still got a kick out of it when Nancy, what was it? She's on MSNBC when she was listening to all those guys talk, and she goes, "Well, at least I'm not a bunch of chicken shits like you guys."
Well,
you know, they are.
I think it was.
Go ahead, TW.
I couldn't remember her last name. I think it was. I know she's on there.
Oh, the one that comes after.
That's the chick that comes on in the afternoon. I know who you're talking about.
And it was hilarious. I mean, I seen it on an older deal one last night, and I was like just laughing because I had forgot about it. You know, and I was like, all right.
Y'all ought to see what I'm forced to watch. A ranting lunatic. A ranting idiot. I won't say her name because she does what I do, except for the other side. Mama don't want me to utter her name. Travis don't want me to utter her name.
Please don't. I don't feel great as is, and I don't want you.
But she went on a rant today talking about how Sirhan shot, wait a minute, shot John Kennedy. John Kennedy.
Bobby Kennedy.
No.
Bobby.
No, yeah. Well, we know who he really did shoot, but she's out there saying Sirhan shot John F. Kennedy, and she thought it was. Oh yeah, she had all the names messed up, but she's over there telling these stories because it was the mafia. The Democrats are part of the mafia now, and it was President Johnson that had Kennedy whacked. And I mean,
well, for her information, it was Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah, no shit. Some of her viewers were having to type it in. She's up there in the comments. Oh, that's right. It was Lee Harvey Oswald. That's who shot Kennedy. Okay. Well, the other guy shot somebody. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is, it's the it's the.
Why does none of this fucking surprise me?
It just doesn't. She's a disgusting, ignorant woman who just blabbers on about shit. But hey, she's got a whole lot more followers than I do. But it's just constant dribble of bullshit. And she makes it up as she goes along and crap. She's so happy today because Donnie's gonna the senators are gonna acquit Donnie, and the Democrats are gonna get chased out of the world, and we're all gonna be hung on. I don't know. She's disgusting.
They may acquit this president that we have now, but you know what? Forever he will be impeached. And that's something Obama never did.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. Obama was never impeached. Never had no scandals, nothing like this. His wife has a perfect background.
Got to be twisting
twisting
right now.
Why?
Because of Michelle and Brock are getting an Oscar nod.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. And he never even got a twinkle.
Yeah. Donnie ain't getting stuff.
Right?
He's not even a third-rate actor.
No.
He's somewhere way down the
reality. Fake TV
star. He's a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Put some more orange makeup on Donnie.
Yeah.
It doesn't help.
But that's who he's playing to. That's his audience out there. Those minions out there that love him for that, because they believed all the bullshit on The Apprentice that he was a mega billionaire.
Blue Dot family, we got to take our country back. This
we
is
do,
bullshit.
baby. We do. Okay? That's what this is all about.
And that's what is important, is that we all know he is going to be acquitted in the Senate because of the fecklessness of the fucking Republicans. And so come November 3rd, we not only vote Donnie's ass out, how about a few of them fucking Republicans too?
And it starts in Kentucky. We need to get Mitch McConnell's ass out, and we need to take the Senate. That is actually,
and we would drag his ass over to South Carolina and pick up Lindsey on the way.
Yeah. Oh Lord, don't even think that. If Donnie were to win, but we were to take the Senate and the House.
Sorry, guys, I had somebody at my door.
Ah, already, yeah. Well, say hello to us.
They did say hello. I had to mute.
Well, they didn't say hello to us.
The dog was going nuts, and he's like,
"Well, who's there to see you, TW?
I thought you guys would need because." Oh, it was just the manager. She was putting a bunch of stuff on the doors for things that they're going to be doing in our building.
Gonna fix you all up a little bit. Good.
Don't you love it when they do that?
Yeah, come knock at your door.
Yeah. Well, at least they let us know. Our last manager didn't let us know anything, and she was just like, "Well, why do you guys have to know anything?"
I need to go.
I kind of actually like it when we know things.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this place then?
Well, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed.
Yeah, there is.
Who's the guy I go to complain to?
Well,
Hey, John.
Yeah.
If we impeach, if we convict Trump and we get him out by convicting him and he goes to jail, and then we convict Mike Pence, are you all ready to say Madam President?
Yes,
because
ma'am.
Nancy Pelosi will become president.
Yes. Yes, Nancy Pelosi would become
I
president.
will say yes, Miss Pelosi.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Madam President at any time in the near future.
This left Parnas, he's putting pencil neck Pence in the spotlight
Pence is
with
right
his
there.
interview. Absolutely.
I am still
along with Barr's dumbass.
I have a sliver
Yeah, I heard
of
Barr
hope
got
left.
implicated too. Yep.
I don't have much hope left, but I still have a sliver because of the news that's coming out and the way that this is making the Republican Party look. They are either going to have to capitulate their honor and their duty to the Constitution to support this man. So are they willing to do that? And it's still a question a little bit in my mind because there are Republican senators that are, talking about they might want to see witnesses. We know there's Republican senators over there that don't like his ass. So there is that little hope, that little sliver of hope that this could turn. And if it did, if we got 20 Republican senators, and we already have about 4, and I think more than that would like to see it go that way, we get 20, and he's convicted in the Senate. The second you hear the wood of that gavel hitting the desk, he is no longer president.
He's done.
At that moment in time,
John,
he is removed from office.
I don't know if you watched the proceedings that went on today in the Senate when the House came over with the articles of impeachment, and Mitch McConnell had to sit and watch John Roberts be sworn into the Senate. Okay, his demeanor totally changed when Roberts took that. I want to see this motherfucker act an ass in front of Roberts.
I want to see John Roberts.
Oh yeah,
be the man I think he is. I want to see John Roberts control this trial the way I think John Roberts would.
Yes.
Because John Roberts he's a Republican, he's conservative, but he has shown in the past that he will not tread over the laws of this of this country. He will not.
No, because he's not gonna look like an idiot.
This is his legacy. He is
he's
Chief
very
Justice
smart.
of the United States. Screw Donnie. Donnie's going to be a figure note in history. How many presidents do Supreme Court judges rule over? Many. Donnie's just going to be an asterisk. Roberts has a lot more power than Donnie does. So Donnie, I don't think can push him around, and I'm really banking on John Roberts being a fair judge.
How long has he been in as a judge?
I think
40 years?
W appointed him.
I think W appointed him, yes. Yeah, he's been in there a while. Rehnquist was the judge in the Clinton impeachment. It was Judge Rehnquist.
Yeah, W appointed him.
Yeah. So, but I have hope that John Roberts has shown himself to be an honorable. There you go. Where'd you go? Sandra Harvin England just said John Roberts is an honorable man, I think. And I do. I agree with you, Sandra. I think he's an honorable man. I don't think he is going to let this turn into a circus.
The question is, does he want to write your
I don't think he's going to let things go that way. I mean,
I really don't.
He's very educated. Yeah. He's very educated.
He wants to end up on the right side of history.
Yes, that's what it's about, the right side of history on this. What were you going to say, Lone Wolf?
I said, will he watch Rachel Maddow and hear what Parnas has to say, who is a first-hand witness that likely won't get called in the Senate trial?
Well,
and she's putting it out in the public right now.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying about John Bolton.
but his evidence did go over to the Senate.
Yes.
It was included in those articles of impeachment.
And it is in
and
the
part
public
of the
domain.
evidentiary package.
It's in the public domain. It's the popular.
that-
we
Well,
know.
I'll tell you another thing.
Now we know it's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
I'll tell you
knowledgeable.
another thing too. We have to hope for
What's that, Ben?
that William Barr loses his license
Yeah.
to practice
yeah.
law.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From
That's
your
what I'm
lips to
talking
the
about.
universe.
It's not only Barr. It's
He'll probably
Pompeo.
be disbarred.
We're talking about Department of Justice in our State Department are being run by by lackeys for Donnie. But Barr is nothing but a consigliere for a crime family. That's his job. Ever since he auditioned for it, he got the job. That's the only thing he works on. Pompeo
Brown
is so
noser.
wrapped up in this shit. What has he got? He's got nothing. He's standing on a bunch of freaking lies, and he knows it. His whole career as a senator is everything he ever was, as a CIA director, down the freaking tubes because you stood with a liar and you lied for the liar.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
they lose their
I'm kinda-
credibility, their place in history. Fuck you. Get out of here, Pompeo
I'm kind of
and
hoping
Barr.
the same thing happens to Matt Gaetz because
Gates, too.
he needs
Mr.
to, he
Sparkle
should have
Pony.
been he should have been disbarred from the Florida bar a long time ago. And now there's a thing out where apparently he had some little sex game going on. And while he was here in the house in Florida, where like if you slept with certain people, you got a certain amount of points or blah blah blah, this and that. Well, all this is come
What's
out.
done
all this is
in
starting
the
to come out.
darkness will always come to the light.
I am
And
glad-
Donnie's shit is going to come to the light too.
Yeah,
I'm
And,
glad you
all
brought-
this.
Go ahead.
All this has happened after he voted against the war thing last week, and and it's just going to be another one of those scenarios. Everything Trump touches dies. It dies.
I'm glad you brought that up because it reminded me to look at yesterday's notes because I tell y'all I write my notes down, I start my rant, I miss half the shit that I had written down because if I look down at my notes, I'm distracted from my train of thought. I speak from my heart, so I just let it roll. But I did miss a story I wanted to point out yesterday because it's one of my "Are you shitting me?"
Me moments.
It's one of those moments. And this concerned Michigan State Senator, is a state senator, Peter Lucido. Peter Lucido, he was outside his outside the Senate chamber. He had the ball team. I don't know if it was baseball, basketball. I don't know what team it was. A young man from Shelby Township. They were a part of an all-boys Catholic school that was there to meet the senator, and they had a really nice female reporter. Interviewing there out in the hallway, with all these young men standing around. And when they got done, and he thought the camera was off, Peter Lucido, he suggested to the young lady that she should hang around and have some fun with these boys because they'd sure like to have a little fun with you. As a Republican state senator, suggesting that the reporter that just interviewed him should, maybe go in the room over here with these young boys from this all Catholic school, show them a good time. That's what women are for there.
What was he gonna do? Sit back and watch?
I think so. Jack off, I guess. I don't know. Is that this thing? Is that what this is? That's so disgusting. That is what you want to. That's the image you want to put in front of these young Catholic boys. Are you shitting me? What's his name again? I want to say it again. Peter Lucido, who is just a pervert from the word go, and he is up in Michigan State. You can find him in the state senator chamber, and I'm sure he's hitting up on all his secretaries and suggesting a good time with all the boys.
It's just like after I heard Parnas last night talk about the Trump Hotel and everything that happens there, it's like Vegas. What happens at the Trump Hotel stays at. I mean, it's like I cannot imagine what's going on there when all these cats.
Yeah, it's like a boys' club almost. Yeah.
All liquored up. What the hell they're doing? It's like, I can only imagine what's been going on at that place.
I'm telling you.
They say it's like the boys' club. Yep.
Well, the wealthy they have a different life. That's where Jeffrey Epstein had that nice little island out there in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's what is
By
so
the
disgusting
way,
to the
which
rest of us.
it is coming out that all through 2018, Jeffrey was a busy boy.
Busy man. Yep.
taking them girls and holding them hostage on his little private island.
12-year-olds. 12-year-olds.
Like that. What's Harvey Weinstein? Or he's learning his fate too.
Well, I don't have.
Yeah, it's a good thing. They all should be exposed, and let them run on their record then.
I'm waiting on Mitch Goldstein just typed out, "Hey, blue dots," and I'm waiting for the next sentence. Come on, Mitch. We're waiting on you, buddy.
No texting and driving, Mitch.
Yeah, don't text and drive out there now. Pull your ass over if you're listening to this shit, and then text us.
Yeah, not unless it's speech to text.
Yeah.
Did he leave the room or something, or what?
Yeah. I guess he is. He left the room, and I don't see him. Oh,
yeah.
There he is.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if any of you've ever seen Game of Thrones, but like you were telling,
I heard
like you were
about
saying,
I heard about it.
like you were saying, Donnie, everybody he touches dies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like King Robert in season 1 of Game of Thrones, all the
Don't
Starks
give
that
any,
he touched died.
don't give anything away. Don't give anything away.
Oh, there's some
Shush,
people
shush.
that may have not seen the
That are
complete
just
show
covering
yet.
it.
Well,
I
wasn't
haven't seen it all.
You haven't
wasn't
seen it
King
all?
Roberts though the prequel to Before It Began though? If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I'm not.
Robert Baratheon was king when the series started.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that was at the very beginning.
You want to know who was at the
Yes.
end?
Yeah.
You want to know who was at the
No,
end?
don't tease.
I would not do that.
You would.
I would not.
You
do
wouldn't,
that.
but you would, but don't.
No, because I don't remember half the people's name. If you show them to me on the damn movie, I know every one of them. You ask
I
me a
got
name and I
confession.
go, which one's that?
I've never watched an episode, so I would.
You're missing a really good show up until about
if you have-
season 6.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, I suggest you watch it. It's a good show. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, which is one of the most spectacular shows, I've it ranks
Oh,
right
yeah, I
up there.
love-
Yeah, Breaking
Yeah,
Bad
yeah.
was an.
Have you seen the new movie?
Candy
was it
2 is
on,
reporting
Netflix? It was El Camino.
Yeah, that was a great film.
That's like a spinoff of it, ain't it?
What was it?
Candy
Well,
2
it
is
was
reporting
the,
in the
what
chat.
happened.
Oh boy.
Let me
That's
get
from
this
the
in,
hill.
guys.
Yeah, go ahead, Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Candy 2 is reporting from the chat. This just came in the news that the judge rules that the Parnes documents can be entered into the impeachment trial
There you
from
go.
the Hill.
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm saying. We could hold out. There's a sliver of hope, because for these
What was that?
Republican
She broke
senators
up. I couldn't hear that.
the Lev Parnas documents are going to be entered into the impeachment trial. So if that's true, that is going to put a whole lot of the pressure on these senators, these Republican senators. Now, if they want to hold on to their seat, at a certain point, your love for this man, this asshole in our house, your loyalty to him is going to be challenged by your constituents who know the truth. And if your constituents don't give a shit, I say we have certain problems in our country in those sections. Steve King might be one. I don't know. That guy irritates the shit out of me. I don't know.
Can you say bye-bye bootlickers?
Yes. The Republican.
Speaking about someone.
Speaking
about someone who needs an ass beating. How about Steve King?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, the racist from hell that Iowa keeps on
He just
voting
resigned.
in. Did he? Did
Oh,
he
yeah,
resign?
he did.
Did I miss that? Are
Yes,
you
he
shitting
did.
me?
Yes, he
I
did.
didn't see
Who
that.
Yes, he
did?
did.
How could I have
believe it
missed
was
that?
yesterday that
I
he
would have been
resigned.
dancing in the streets.
I
That
didn't
guy
see
is
that.
just
Damn.
an openly racist, has a Confederate flag on his desk, a bunch of other flags mixed in there to act like, oh, it's just another flag. Kiss my ass. That guy was disgusting, as
I must have missed
disgusting
that.
can get, and he got reelected in. I was disappointed in Iowa's 4th District. There's some things that stick in my head. I don't need to write down where Steve King is.
I'll tell you.
I know where he is.
He has no
I'll tell
power
you-
in his seat in the Senate anyway, so
Good.
he might as well get
Yeah,
the
they
fuck
took
out.
all his power away from him anyway. He was a disgusting, racist asshole, much like the man that sits in our house. And that is what
Are
the
they
Republican
racist?
Party has to understand. It's not, it's not the Republican Party. It is the conservative friends that I used to have. Friends that I used to get along with. They were Republican leaning. They were right leaning. But they weren't following a golden calf, a lion man just that just is hell bent on destroying this country. They had brains. They can see what we see. We're asking those people where the handwriting is on the wall. Your own morality is on the line here. Your own integrity is on the line if you vote for this man. I question your integrity. I question your religion if you vote for this man. And I've made that very clear. If you're a Christian and you support Trump, only one of those statements is true. You pick which one you think it is, because it's not both. I don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion. But there will be conservatives that will lead this after so how much more can you take? 15,000 documented lies. Ukraine thing. Mueller. If we had confidence the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so. It's in my head. Everything this man has done is in my head. Because I've read the shit every day to do this. I'm filled to the max with disgusting trivia about this man. How low, how disgusting he will go. And it's an embarrassment for my country. I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's no limit.
There is no limit to what he will do. That's what this nation has to be concerned about. A war.
But
John.
But guns and Jesus.
Yeah, but guns and Jesus. And by the way, where's her emails?
Are the gun-toting fools going to stand the ground at the White House and keep the real government out from coming in there and taking him out?
Go ahead and try that.
Is that what he's trying to do?
I'll go down there my goddamn self.
Me too. I'd be right down there.
Were we just talking about Steve King being resigned or quit? No, he's still in.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got to watch these stories, baby. We got to watch these stories.
Okay,
I will
find it because I could have swore that's what I read and I heard
somebody is saying it's a
yesterday on the
different
news.
King, not Steve King. So it's a different King. Steve King is not
because his office of the.
We're looking at the chat here.
Yeah.
Our chat, they stay on top of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't out there just playing tiddlywinks. They're paying attention.
Representative of IA 4th District since 2013. It doesn't say here that.
Yeah, he's been reelected. He was reelected.
So in other words, it doesn't. If he had left, it would have updated by now.
And that was one of the things about the 2018 election that pissed me off was that Steve King was reelected. That racist asshole who has said disgusting shit come out of his mouth. That district that he represents reelected him. That says a whole lot to me about the district, the people that live in that district.
Well, I mean, just go back and look at the kid at the Trump rally when they asked him what he's done. I mean, I don't. What kind of sling blade shit is that? You know,
it's nothing. He's, the biggest thing that the lies every day. The biggest one is that they're the Republicans are going to be the party of healthcare. No, they're not. They ain't got no health care plan for shit. They're in court trying to kill the ACA. Are you shitting me? The most important issue
I heard
to
they were trying
Americans
to
is
kill it
healthcare.
again today.
Yes, they are in court here in Texas, in a federal court, trying to strike down the complete Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, trying to strike it down, which takes away your pre-existing conditions, takes away your kid being on there for 26 years old, which I still have one on there. I still hope that holds out. But all the benefits in the insurance that was delivered to millions of Americans would all be out the door, and we'd be right back to, how much money you got? We'll sell you a cheap policy if you ain't got much money. We'll take all your money if you want to live.
What's wrong with us? What the fuck is wrong with us?
That is true. What is wrong with us? Bernie said the other day, why are we standing up on that stage? Why are we the only civilized nation in this world who does not look at healthcare as a right for their people? I'll tell you what it is. Yep. It's a country that doesn't give a fuck about the people. You look at the tax law, though, baby. They'll get your ass for every tax you owe. Your health? Oh, should have paid your taxes. What the fuck?
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'll tell you another senator we need to kick the fuck out of the Senate because he's been in there since I was 18, the first time I was allowed to vote. Missouri Senator Roy Blunt.
Roy Blunt. He's going to be one of the speakers. He's going to be representing the president in the Senate. Roy Blunt is going to be one of the the managers.
Defenders.
Yeah. So we're gonna see a lot of his ass. Yes, Roy Blunt needs to get his ass out of there.
That motherfucker, ever since he's been in the Senate, has made over $80 million from kickbacks.
I guarantee you. You know, it's like Donnie saying I'd give up my presidential salary. Ah, fuck you. That's a drop in the bucket. Every one of these, I believe every one of these congressmen, Republicans and Democrats, play the stock market. They get tips, a little information here. Hey, Congressman, we really appreciate you. You know, invest your money over here for a little while. Make a little buck, sir. You know, every one of them in there are millionaires. There's very few people in our House and Senate that aren't millionaires. There is no Mr. Smith goes to Washington. Mr. Smith is knocked out of the race because Mr. Smith ain't got a dime. He's got a voice. So get out there with the rest of the public and use it. So that's what we do. That's what we're doing. That's what we're all doing here. On the show, in the chat, on the street when you talk to someone. That's our job, baby. To be involved in this. Use our voice. It's the only thing we got. Don't take no shit from no Republican that's trying to sell crap. Bullshit. Stand your ground, baby. Be proud of who you are. Anyway.
And what is with these dumbass Americans who say stupid things like, oh, I don't want Medicare for all. I like my health care.
Yeah, I like my
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you like having insurance instead of direct health care? What could possibly make you want that? And the answer is, you know, the unions negotiate for these great health plans, but there's still health insurance. They still cost us as a country because they introduced these middlemen. People.
Everybody's got to make a dollar out of it.
Chauvinistic, right?
Right.
And there's just more people soaking money out of this country.
That's it. And especially when it comes to healthcare, you know, you cannot take oh shit, always escapes me. Capitalistic idea to the healthcare. You can't use capitalistic system in healthcare. What are you doing? You're putting a price on life. You buy your insurance. You got a hell of a goddamn insurance premium every damn month. All of that money, the first thing comes off, they got to pay that CEO, baby, plus the CFO, the CDO, whatever other CEs, whatever they got, and the board, and the whole thing, the doctors to do the cases. They got to pay all of those people before your ass gets looked at. That is not a health system, baby. That's a lottery, hoping you get lucky. Well, that's not good enough. It is a scam. Your health care that I pay less than $400 a month for my health insurance. Blue Cross Blue Shield, baby. Negotiated by the U.S. government, the Federal Employees Health Benefit Plan. I get it cheaper than you because my government negotiated for it. How do you like that, Apples? Don't you wish you had the government negotiating your plan?
I got a question.
If you have one. If you have one. If you're lucky enough to have a plan. Because millions and millions and millions of us don't in this country.
I got a question.
What's that?
The other day, Donnie admitted that Saudi paid him a bunch of money and he put it in the bank. What the hell bank account did he put that money in, and where's the transaction on the register about the whole thing? Isn't that supposed to go to GSA?
What? I didn't hear the transaction part. I heard all the rest of it.
Good question. Good question.
You know something? It's
all this money that Donnie
made the whole thing up. It's just as likely he's making the whole thing up. So
you think?
Well, I mean, I know a little bit.
$1 billion.
I mean, it's not the first time it's happened.
Listen, man, $1 billion. It's hard to move $1 billion with nobody noticing.
Okay, so where'd it go?
But who says that it's even real? I mean, that's the problem.
Okay,
you deal with someone who's so divorced from the truth.
Yeah.
You know how you don't know anything Trump says is legitimate.
You can't.
As a matter of fact, you're probably safe. You're probably safer assuming that everything comes out of asshole's mouth is a lie.
Is a lie.
So we need to ask the Saudis directly then. How much did you pay Trump?
Well, that's in his taxes. That's how come he don't want you to see him. And the
we're working on
the
that
Russian
too. That's
money.
coming soon.
In the Russian money.
That's coming.
Yeah, it is. It is coming because
So that means they paid it directly to him and not to us, not to our.
You know, the number
There
of
was
offshore
no
corporations
fucking
and
money.
shell corporations will make our heads spin. Fortunately, we have people in the government that specialize in that shit, that can hunt that crap down. That's
And that's how we can pay for health care.
Yeah. Well, we know now. You know, he has denigrated us down to a military mercenary company for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We are there to let our kids, our young men and women, die to protect Saudi Arabia. That's why they're going over there. And Donnie points it out real quick to you. They pay cash. That's why.
They pay cash.
They pay cash.
Yeah, they pay a bunch of cash.
Yeah, and they're buying lots of our
What
weapons.
the fuck does he? What does he think this is here? A hot dog stand?
He
I mean,
thinks
really?
we're just international arms dealers. That's how come we need a big defense budget, so we can pay our defense contractors to build more weapons so we can have a sale. Come on down to Uncle Sam. We'll load you up, baby. It's
see,
Sunday. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Not only do
There's
we
got to
pay
be a
for
damn
them,
invoice somewhere.
not only
you would.
Not only do we pay for the arms, but then we give them all away, and then they get shot back at us.
Yes, they use them against us. That's exactly what's happening. You know, I say
Scary
it all
shit,
the
man.
time that you know, this government wastes more money than you can imagine. If we could get control of
Well,
our
like they
budget.
said, if they quit paying for all of the military and all that other crap, we'd have money to spend on health care.
We would have enough money to pay soldiers, sailors, and airmen a minimum of $60,000 a year salary. The day you enter, you come out of boot camp, your ass is fodder, and we pay them chump change. All the millions and billions that you see dumped into the military defense budget is not for your kid. There's some guy who owns a defense company that is having his margaritas and cocktails down in the Caribbean, and he thanks you very much for it. That's what it is. It's a jobs program to keep military weapons building. We have so many tanks. We got tanks out the wazoo. Are they going to shut down the tank army depot? No. We got to keep building tanks because it's a jobs program. The senator, the congressman of that district would lose their ass if those jobs went away. We have a difficulty calling it what it is. It is not a defense budget. It is a jobs program for a military industrial complex that cranks out weapons systems that we sell on the international market. And at some point, it all comes back to bite.
And we don't get the proceeds of the profits.
No, we don't. No.
No, and you know who started all this?
No. I think it's inherent in our country.
Reagan?
Reagan.
Congressman Charles Wilson from Texas back in the 80s is
Wilson's
the one that
yeah.
gave.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
That's
you
right.
can bring up a name and we all go, oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, they even have a movie, Wilson's War, about him. It
I
is.
remember that.
Yes, it is. We are an arms manufacturer and dealer. Is our prime export. It's not. It may top wheat. Look how tickled to death he is about Saudi Arabia buying more of our weapon systems. If we can sell them to anybody, they're tickled to death to do it. That means we got to build more and we keep those jobs going. Why don't we do something
And
else for those people?
Iran and Syria are buying Russian weapons.
Yeah,
That's correct.
I seen
And Turkey too.
Yes, Turkey too. A NATO ally.
Incoming
mind you.
super chat.
Really? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
My crystal ball tells me.
Well, Travis is out of the room when he covered up my super chat. Jeff Paris. Jeff Paris donated $5 through super chat. Jeff, we appreciate it tremendously, buddy. Every dime that we get, we truly appreciate. It does. It keeps our lights on. It keeps the internet on, and allows us to do this show. The names that you see going by are Patreon members that have diligently donated $1 a month to keep this enterprise going. This rant, this family, and we are appreciative of every one of them, and those that have helped us out so drastically over the years, with damn near everything I see in front of me and everything hanging on the walls. This family has grown, and I am so proud of it, and it lets me know that I do not stand alone. I love this country, and I don't stand alone.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the only family that I have that's not dysfunctional.
Well, give us a little while. We'll get dysfunctional. Don't worry, that part's coming. We're all united in this one thing. You throw in football. Oh no.
Yeah, give us a little while.
Yeah, give us a little while. We'll get there. I guess it's about time for me to shut down. It's been a wonderful meeting tonight, a wonderful family gathering. To everybody, this is the most important thing that's going to be going on in your lifetime. Will be happening within the next few weeks. It's going to tell us what kind of a country we have and what kind of people we have in our Senate.
John, before you go, I got one question.
What's that?
How do I go about getting a copy of your logo so that I can have a sticker made up to put on my motorcycle?
I think you can get stickers on our store at the Teespring store.
A Blue Dot store? Okay.
Yes, I think you can get
At
our
the
logo right
Teespring
there.
stores, you could get stickers, mugs, T-shirts, and sweatshirts, and all kinds of
There you go. Thank you,
stuff.
Bernadette. I just yes, you can go to our Teespring store.
Bernadette.
The links are under the show in YouTube and in Facebook. Is the links to our Discord channel. So if you get Discord, you can come in and join us. Links to make a donation. Link to the Teespring store where you can get merchandise. We're and by the way, that reminds me, I got a little thing from Google the other day in my mailbox, and it says, "Hey, we owe you $24 here." Well, they owe me $24. Hey, I got paid $24. It was something called super stickers. Now, I want to let everybody know, I did not know until that thing showed up what a super sticker is. What's a super sticker? Well, it's emojis that you see coming through sometimes. If you see a great big emoji, I think that is what they call a super sticker. It costs, I don't know how much it costs. That's been building up for a long time. But they told me it's not much, but baby, I'm telling you, every nickel, every dime helps keep us going, and we are appreciative of every one of them. So to those people that have been putting super stickers out there, thank you very much. I had no idea what it was, and
when you do a super chat, you could put a super sticker on your super chat.
There you go. I didn't even know what it was. Technology, isn't it grand? I have no idea what it was. I wouldn't have known it, except they said, "Hey, you made this."
Here comes the incoming super chat with a sticker.
With a sticker. See, I had no idea what that was. As a matter of fact, I want to be proud because I looked at Travis and said, "Hey, you know what a super sticker is?" He said, "A what?" Yeah, there you go. Your dad knows.
That's
funny.
Look
your shit up there. Stay on top of this crap. No, we are just so.
Did you see that super chat?
Not yet. Nope, there it is. Judy just donated $10 through super chat. Judy. We appreciate that. Judy. I've heard that in a movie. Thank you very much, darling. We appreciate all those that donated. It really does. That we don't get that overnight. It doesn't come like that. It'll come next month when we'll get that super chat. So it's good that it builds up. It allows us to actually pay a bill when it comes in. So we are very appreciative of all those super chats that come in. It does. That's the one that really helps make the bill. That and the Patreon money. Those are the two things that allow us to pay the internet bill and pay the electric bill and help with around the house. So we appreciate it dearly. And to all our family out there on Facebook and on YouTube, we appreciate you giving us the most important and precious thing that you can give us, and that is the time it takes to stop and listen to us and be involved. Being involved is the most important thing that we can do. We don't know how this trial is going to go, so we have to be prepared. November is coming, and this country has to rise up and make a statement about who we are as a nation, as a republic, and how we look at our fellow Americans, and it needs to be a loud statement. I love them all.
Incoming super chat.
Are you kidding me? clairvoyant. I'm telling you. You got any
Nice
numbers in your
crystal
head for
ball.
like a lotto might be happening anytime soon?
No, I just have a crystal ball that sees super chats
Super Chat.
before you do.
Mitch Goldstein, buddy. Our buddy Mitch just donated $5 through Super Chat. Mitch, we appreciate it tremendously. Tell Julie we said hello.
I sure will.
Be careful out on the roads on Houston, buddy.
And those little dancing figures, those are the super stickers.
Those little dancing
And I will say this.
What's
I'll
that,
ask all within listening area. I would never encourage any illegal activity.
No.
But if you happen to have a bowl, let's all light up to celebrate the end of another great show.
Yeah. If you were
I'm
somewhere,
with you on that one, Mitch.
if you were somewhere
Legal.
where it's legal, and yeah, get ready for tomorrow. Beer and Bud Friday. Put the beer on the ice. Put the bud in the bowl. Get ready. We got a weekend coming up, and it's going to be the last weekend before the fireworks all start. And once again, thank you all for coming by. And oh Lord, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I think I know what to do over here. He's gone. Travis is gone.
He's got control.
Yes, I have control. Hold on. We may blast off any second now.
It's a scary moment.
15 minutes.
Hold on to your butts.
15 minutes of trying to find the arrow. Come on. Moving it this way.
10, 9.
We're dumb. Cut
8,
the red wire. It's
7.
the red wire. No, it's not. It's the blue wire. The red wire is going to kill us all. I can't find it. Come on.
You know, it happened to be the blue wire, yeah.
Wait a minute. I think
I'm colorblind. It was the red one.
it was the red. We're all dead. Cut them all. We'll go out in a blaze. I swear, this thing is just killing me.
Down in a blaze of glory.
I know it's here somewhere. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 screens that we're trying to find where the.
Here comes your super chat before
you-
you get off.
Jill just donated
We'll be here all night.
$5 through Super Chat. Travis! Jill, thank you very much. We appreciate that tremendously. Lord, I'll let y'all off the hook if I can find my damn mouse. I swear. Oh, wait.
Hey, you're making money right now. You might not want to find that mouse.
I saw it. Wait a second. It was here just a second ago. I saw it flash.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got it. It's all under control now. Pay no
Night,
attention.
everyone.
Yes, tell everybody good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you
Y'all
so
come
much,
on.
Jill, Mitch.
Night.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Judy,
be
Judy,
safe.
Jeff Perry, all of you that made donations tonight. We appreciate it tremendously. Y'all have a wonderful night. Get ready for Beer and Bud Friday. We'll see y'all then. Next Sunday night our next meeting will be on Sunday night. Y'all make sure to come by and visit and get a good laugh and have a little camaraderie. So that's what it's all about, baby. Anyway,
Yep.
we'll see y'all later. Y'all take care.
See you later.
Bye.